Hello, I'm Nair.
I'm Bello.
And we are Perspeculative.
Today we're going to be doing a review on My Happy Marriage.
Season 1.
I basically saw this as your typical romance-based slice of the life anime, so I sort of had been skipping over it because fantasy is usually a necessity for me, but I finally decided to give it a chance anyway, and
lo and behold,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I was going to say that at the very beginning, it was very Cinderella. You had the evil stepmom and the evil stepsister, and the dad was kind of, sort of, mostly out of the picture, you know, and not helping anything. Anyway, but she was made to be a servant, treated like crap, and she was saved by a handsome prince, essentially. So, it was very Cinderella. The second half picked up in the action and the fantasy, as Bello said.
See, it's funny that you also compared it to classic European tales, because I said it's Cinderella falls in love with the beast. So it's not the prince that she falls in love with.
He went from beastly to pretty princely real quick.
Princely to her. He's still a beast to everyone else. And if you recall in Beauty and the Beast, the beast like also warmed towards her. She's the one that broke the spell because he didn't turn into the prince in Beauty and the Beast until his inside, his soul matched his outside, because the beast reflected what was within. The prince reflected what was within. And that was the whole moral of the story of the Beauty and the Beast. So I definitely agree with Nair that it was very Cinderella for her, evil stepsister, evil stepmom, minus the fact that in the classic Cinderella, her dad absolutely adored her and loved her, and it was only when he passed that she was treated that way. In this one, he married her mother for the wrong reason because he thought that their offspring would have very powerful supernatural abilities, and then you find out she doesn't.
Some of what I liked was, of course, the really sweet moments between Mio and Kudo. Just them getting to know each other and trying to open up and learning and being better versions of themselves and all that happy crap. The stuff that I really like, because I do really like romance. So,
and I do as well.
And I liked how protective he became of her. And of course, he's got the power to back it up. And I thought it was a nice, fresh take. I mean, a sad take, but a fresh take with her friend who's in love with her, but who can't protect her and knows he can't. And it isn't even unrequited love because she was willing to be married to him. She thought that'd be great, fantastic. But then once she finds Kudo, it completely changes, and he understands that, but it still hurts him. So I just thought it was an interesting perspective that you don't get.
And I appreciated that it showed her platonic love for him. They had sort of the savior relationship. Yeah, I liked that it showed a platonic relationship like that. And did he really love her and love who she was? I think so. Did she really love him and love who he was? Yes, but I do think it was a platonic love, but part of it was amplified by the fact that he tried to get her out of there. And I appreciated the fact that he helped her survive through the years, just simple things like giving her a piece of candy, which is sad.
Anything positive at all.
As far as Kudo and Mio's relationship, I really liked that he taught her not to be happy with just not being abused, because that's something that in relationships where someone has gone through trauma and serious abuse from their partner, parents, depending on when you meet them and get together, they are happy with the bare minimum, or not even that, just not being treated like crap is enough. And he's like, stop thanking me for the basic necessities. Stop thanking me for thanking you for making me dinner. That's just being polite. It's literally the bare minimum of what you should do as a decent person. So I appreciated that a lot, because it's easy when you're with someone who's had a broken past to love how much they appreciate you. But you can't fall into the trap of giving them less just because they're happy with less, if that makes sense. You know, and I don't think that he does. And I didn't mind the tropes. I didn't mind that it was a typical classic love story mashup. I enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the way he treated her, and it was definitely character growth on both their parts. A lot of times it's like this perfect girl that doesn't realize she's perfect, ugly duckling syndrome type deal, and she makes the guy better, and you see all the improvement in the guy, but the girl's already great the way she is. Perfect personality, perfect looks, yada yada. I enjoyed that you got to see her grow and her be able to learn how to say, no, I'm not, and to realize that she's allowed to make decisions. She's not living for other people's happiness, and she doesn't have to give all of herself all the time to everyone else, which is how she was raised.
No, I totally agree. I would have rated it an 8.
And 8.5 for me. I enjoyed it a lot. Well, that's wrapping it up. My Happy Marriage review. This has been Bella.
And there.
Goodbye from Perspeculative.
Peace out, y'all.